Are you getting enough sleep at night? Because most of us are not, and I'm definitely in the camp of not getting enough sleep. What can you do about it? There are lots of small steps you can make to improve your sleep. First of all, make sure you avoid electronics before bed. I know this is so hard to do, it's a habit for a lot of us, but getting rid of that screen time right before bed and trying to give yourself a chance to wind down at the end of the night can really improve your sleep quality. For most of us, just going to bed earlier can make such a huge difference. That's a really hard one as well. I actually set an alarm in my phone every night to remind me to get ready for bed and go to bed at a reasonable time. Behind me, you'll see the Hatch Restore 2. This is a really, really unique alarm clock that can actually improve your sleep quality. You notice there's a light in it. What it does is in the morning when it's time to start waking up, it's going to brighten that light slowly and mimic the look of a sun rising. So if you've noticed how you feel when you wake up to a glaring alarm sound, when it's still dark outside and you feel like you just woke up in the middle of a deep sleep cycle, that's not a very good feeling. What the Hatch Restore 2 can do is it helps your body naturally wake up. So you don't get that jarring feeling going from a deep sleep to suddenly having to wake up and get ready for the day. You can also probably hear the white noise coming from it. For me, white noise makes such a huge difference. I switched to sleeping with white noise a few years ago and I cannot go back. It makes such a huge difference in the sleep quality that I get. The Hatch Restore 2 has so many great white noise options built right into it, and these are designed for sleep, so they really can help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep throughout the night. This is a sunrise alarm clock that helps you naturally wake up by brightening the room the same way that a sunrise would. It has some built-in white noise sound that is fantastic, and you can customize your bedtime and your wake-up routine. This is the Hatch app that lets you completely customize your alarm clock. The first thing I'm going to show you is the colors. You can actually completely change the look of this. I love the look of it anyway. It's very aesthetically pleasing, but this is a lot of fun because you can completely change the look of the light and it's got some really bright, fun colors in here. You can see all the way down. There's just a whole range of color options. You can customize it to match your room or your personality or just whatever you want that day. And these can actually be programmed into your wake up routine and your bedtime routine. I like some of these bright colors. The orange is really fun just because it brightens it up. It's kind of fun to add some color to it. They do have these really simple buttons on the top. If you push this, this will actually start your bedtime routine. You can turn the alarm on and off on the side if you'd like to shut it off for the night, or obviously using the app. And then it does have touch screens on here, so you can adjust the volume just by touching to the right or to the left. It's going to tell you that number up there that lets you know that it's changing the volume. And if you let go, it's going to go straight back to the alarm clock. So in here, you can actually adjust the type of white noise you want or brown noise. It's got different colors. So if you have a preference, this one right now that I have is brown noise. It can also do light rain or different noises if you prefer those. I tend to prefer the brown noise just because it feels really relaxing to me. You can go into all of the sounds and choose sleep, unwind, or wake. It does have green noise, pink noise, white noise, brown noise, and all of the nature sounds too, if you prefer those. Like I said, I prefer the brown noise. Pink noise can be kind of fun though. You definitely want a little bit of a different sound when you wake up in the morning because you want to be energized instead of relaxed. And so they have some different options here for your wake up sounds if you want to get something a little bit more active. You can see the size. This is actually the perfect size for a nightstand. It's not too small. I don't like really tiny alarm clocks because I want to be able to see the clock. So this is really the perfect size for me. It's just the right size that you can see the clock clearly. The light is powerful enough, but it's not going to take up a lot of room on your nightstand. You can see it's about the size of my hand, and you can really still have room for plenty of other things on your nightstand when it's not going to be overpowering. I love the look of the Hatch Restore 2. It's got such a clean design. This is actually a fabric covering, so it's really nice. It can blend with your decor. The clock is really nice and visible. And then it just has those two simple buttons, and you control the rest through the app. One of the features I really love about this is if you're trying to avoid screens at the end of the night, you don't want to pull up your phone and have to use an app to start your alarm clock. This just has these two buttons on the top, and if you push this left one, it's going to start your pre-programmed bedtime routine without you ever having to touch your phone or look at a screen. Obviously, with the lights, you can change the look up quite a bit too. So it starts off neutral. You can change it with the lights and adjust that based on whatever your personal preference is. Pushing that button is going to start my bedtime routine and it will just go straight into it. I really like this. I think this is a much less jarring way to wake up in the morning, especially if you wake up before the sun comes up, because this will mimic the look of the sunrise. So it can help your body adjust a little bit easier and hopefully help your sleep pattern. So this is the Hatch Restore 2. Definitely a great purchase. I have really enjoyed this. I love the look of it. I love the functionality. I love all the options in the app because you can pretty much customize anything and program exactly the way that you want it to be at night and in the morning. And it just lets you change anything you need to in order to fit your own needs. The app even gives you some great tips for improving your sleep as you're in there setting your sleep routine.